Good Saturday morning, everybody, from the First Defense Doppler 3 Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Austin Onick checking the forecast for you in handy paper format there if you want to scan things through. But if you don't, we'll just go ahead and tell you what's going to be going on. We've got a lot of sunshine this weekend and no major problems across the Mid-South for weather for the rest of the next couple of days. Next week, though, could be the possibility of some stronger storms heading our direction, as in severe weather. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. In the meantime, if you have any stargazing to do, tonight will be a good night for checking up on the Lyran meteor shower, which is going to be continuing but waning over the next couple of days. Technically peaked last night. Full moon kind of got in the way of that. So before the moon rises tonight, you might catch a few stray meteors, and weather's going to be great for that. One satellite flyover tonight, at least some space debris. We'll talk about that as well coming up here in just a little while. Let's go ahead and see what's going on across the Mid-South this morning. A lot of sunshine. Downtown Memphis looking very shiny on the Cotton Exchange camera. The full moon lost in the haze over there toward the western horizon, and a beautiful view of the Queen of the Mississippi docked at Beale Street Landing, and also looking back over to the area of Tom Lee Park, where all the tents and infrastructure are going up for the Beale Street Music Festival. That'll be coming up next weekend. Will we have clear skies out there? We'll talk about that coming up in just a little while. Memphis International Airport, a little bit of haze, but otherwise not bad across the area if you're traveling by air early this morning. Wooddale High School, green on the lawns and the playing fields, and empty parking lot as school is not in session for this morning, but some blue skies out there. Traffic at I-40 and Whitten Road. A little bit of construction slowing things down by just a bit, but otherwise traffic is not a problem for this morning. Baptist Memorial Hospital in DeSoto, from DeSoto County in South Haven, Mississippi, looking off toward Horn Lake in the distance, showing again very quiet conditions out there, and also beautiful sunshine this morning from City Hall camera in Germantown, just north of the area of Germantown High School. Train going through the area of Germantown Road and Poplar Pike, so again a little bit of patience there if you're going to be heading on through. And St. Francis in Cordova, beautiful shot of our WeatherBug cameras from just south of I-40 and around the Germantown Parkway. Not too much in the way of golfers out there this morning, but I'm betting that's going to be picking up a little bit later on at Windike Country Club. Pollen, just so much good news out there. Totally a high view of pollen over the next few days. So if you have anything in the way of relief coming in through, it's going to be Tuesday and afterwards. Hopefully it gets a little bit better, because as of right now, myself included, anybody who suffers from allergies is having a very difficult time these days. Definitely want to check up on your histamine levels from your doctor and get some proper medication there from your doctor or nurse. As of right now, showing again nothing to show you in the way of earthquakes around the area of the New Madrid Fault. Tons of activity going on in and around the area of South Kansas and Oklahoma, lit up like a Christmas tree there, as opposed to the New Madrid Fault, which is almost a pipsqueak by comparison these days. What we're going to be looking for into the course of the weekend as we get into the forecast is high pressure north of us is escorting in some decently cool and dry air, and that's the way it's going to be staying as high pressure remains in place from Hudson Bay to the Gulf of Mexico, right on down through the upper Midwest and down into the southeast, keeping a lot of the storm systems and moisture at bay back to the west of us. Sunday morning looks clear, a lot of sun across the Mid-South area, and plenty of sun going to be replaced by clouds and rainfall as we get into early portions of next week. But chances of rainfall should stay well west of the area until we get into Monday afternoon and evening. That'll, again, bring some chances of showers west of Little Rock, back toward Oklahoma and Texas and into Kansas and Missouri. So not really seeing too much of any major concern there for anything. But after this, we may be seeing the possibility of stronger thunderstorms heading our way as we get into around the middle part of next week. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. News Channel 3, again, looking at your weather forecast for right now, going for the 7-day forecast. Again, for today, beautiful conditions, temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s for Sunday, back in the lower 80s for Monday with plenty of sunshine here. Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms begin, but not looking at great chances, about a 20% coverage chance at first. Wednesday and Thursday, that's where we'll be looking at the possibility of more problems for the Mid-South. That could be, again, the possibility of stronger severe weather and lingering showers as we go toward next Friday, the beginning of the Beale Street Music Festival. Hopefully not a problem, but once again, with the Beale Street Music Music Festival seems to be an almost automatic prescription for rainfall out across the area. Severe weather at this time, not much going on for today. Main threat is going to be out west into the front range of the Rockies, and then tomorrow the threat will exist into the mid-plain states, the midwestern areas, the Great Plains from northern Oklahoma all the way back up into around portions of Iowa, Nebraska, and northwest Missouri. Now, that's for Sunday. Monday, the thunderstorm risk gets a little bit closer to the Mid-South area, but mainly back to the west of us, and seeing again the potential for problems that direction. Now, getting into next week, as we go toward Tuesday, a pretty good threat on the extended forecast from the Storm Prediction Center into the mid-plain states, and then that threat gets a little bit closer to us by about Wednesday, and by Thursday, the threat kind of drops off for just a little bit, so we're not seeing a great deal of problems, but it is getting closer to us, so we will be watching that with a lot of interest as we get a little bit closer to around Wednesday into Thursday. That's where we'll be seeing the potential of stronger weather, it looks like, in the Mid-South. But if you're traveling west from around Tuesday, that's where we see better chances of showers and thunderstorms west of us into around the early portion of the week, and midweek just west of the Mid-South, which seems to suggest that we could be looking at a late day, early evening possibility of thunderstorms coming our way as this starts off to the west and moves our direction as we get into around Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. But once again, kind of timing on this, a little bit up in the air. We'll keep our eyes on this, so definitely keep it tuned to News Channel 3 for more information on that. The Lyra meteor shower, again, did a pretty good job last night. A lot of meteors reported and tracked by various cameras across the United States and around the world, and seeing, again, little, if any, other problems out across the area. But here's where you want to look before sunrise on April the 22nd. That is early this morning, and hopefully, or early Friday morning. And again, if you want to see a few of them as they fade into the area away from the Earth, as the Earth moves away from that area stream of debris from Comet Thatcher, that again will be the best place to look into the next few days. More information about this, go to spaceweather.com. Great opportunity to see more. A solar wind is exiting from the sun's surface and doing a very good job of spewing out into the solar system and causing some auroras well to our north. So if you'd like to see that, again, spaceweather.com, a good place to go to. It's going to be a beautiful night for stargazing before the moon comes up, but unfortunately there's not really too much in the way of anything involving good targets out across the Mid-South. The only thing that's going to be bright enough for the naked eye is going to be a Chinese rocket booster tank, and this is going to be going right through Jupiter, the tail end of Leo, very close to the Big Dipper, right past the North Star, and sinking down between Cassiopeia and Cepheus. If you're going to be watching for this, a good time to watch will be just about 8:50 tonight, and again, right around Jupiter, it'll be passing right on through. Jupiter will probably be more magnitudes brighter than this piece of space debris from China, but if you'd like to see this again about 8:50, it'll appear just about the southeastern horizon, right around Hydra, and going past Jupiter, past the Big Dipper, nearly overhead, and then sinking down to the northern horizon as it goes right past the North Star. Again, that's the brightest thing we've got for this evening. Pity it's going to be so bright and clear. This would be a great night for the International Space Station or the Chinese Space Station to be passing overhead. Thanking my son Tristan for putting up with the shenanigans last night with he and his date Kyle for the Germantown High School prom from last night. If you'd like to see this or other weather pictures and all kinds of other neat stuff, head to my Facebook page at facebook.com/Austin Onik WREG. Twitter, thanking Angie Caps for this great picture of Sanibel Island sunrise for this morning. So a beautiful start to the day. And thanking Paul Stackpole for a very unique Earth Day welcome, and really appreciate that. A little bit on the odd side, but that's okay. That's what we do here. Also on Instagram at instagram.com/aonic no_necessary WREG3. Thank you, everybody, for following along. Also on my Google Plus page, if you'd like to follow along at Austin Onik Meteorologist, all you have to do is just search for Austin Onik Meteorologist, and you can find out more there and follow along as necessary. Want to contact me or suggest anything for information purposes about what you would like to see here on this weather blog, please let me know. We can't make this any better unless you let us know what it is you want to see on here on a regular basis. So please let me know at austin.onik@wreg.com. We'd be glad to do what we can to make this your weather blog. We'll have plenty more weather information coming up throughout the rest of the day on News Channel 3 at 5, 6, and 10, depending on what time sports gets done. And, of course, Todd Demers will have more on your Daybreak program on Sunday, and I'll be back on News Channel 3 at 5 and 10 as we get into Sunday evening. So tons of weather information available for you on air. And don't forget online, the place you want to go to, wreg.com/weather. I'm meteorologist Austin Onek from the News Channel 3 Weather Center in downtown Memphis. Thanks for joining us for the Saturday morning edition of News Channel 3's video weather blog, Weather Overtime.